Jewtoons. That's Jewtoons. So subscribe to him, link in the description, and tell us what you think about the animation in the video.
Welcome back to an all-new Critical Controversy Conspiracy, a very special episode of Critical Cartoon Conspiracy, where we dive deep into the darkest parts of all the shows you love. Today, you may be wondering, what's in store for this episode? Well, as we left off on the last video, which if you haven't seen, click the I, as well as in the description below, we'll have a link. Now, many of you pondered for evidence, answers, the full fucking story. Now let's dive deep into conspiracy. Logan Austin 30Acre claims Tito has been living there for years rent-free, helped Tito build his channel from the ground up, as well as starring in his videos. Followed by, quote-unquote, after a while of people using you, you get tired of it. Logan says, me and Chilly aren't broken up, but I don't want to deal with her family anymore. As of December 19th, Logan says he is over the entire situation as well as the people living off of him. He denies any and all accusations held against him and that he wants to move on pastures anew. He finalizes everything with, quote-unquote, everyone believed it and no one gave me time to explain. We all heard it here, everyone. Logan 30Acre, 2019. Chilly stands by her statement and hereby and publicly announces, quote-unquote, it literally has nothing to do with rent. Logan does not need rent money no matter what he's told anyone. Tito lived rent-free because he was always the first one to get up when it was time for a vlog or a fan mail video. And anything Logan needed for an SML video, Tito would get it for him. He would even take Lavelle home after filming once Logan was tired. Tito did favors in exchange for a free room. If rent money was bothering him, then he should have asked Tito for some, but he never did because it's not about that. Chilly Jimenez, 2019. We're only left to ponder, what's this really about, huh? If this doesn't imply Tito may be right, then uh-oh, because we have more. Tito's statement and thus his side of the story goes, well, you guys know what they say, once a snitch, always a snitch. Here's what happened. Logan decided to tell me how he cheated on Chilly, my sister, and he really wanted to show me videos of him and that girl having sex while she was on her period. I said no. And honestly, he shouldn't have told me in the first place since I'm her brother. He can only blame himself. And that's why I got kicked out of that house. And my Sonic plushie's destroyed by Logan. Also, do you know why Elena wasn't in a video for 2 years? Well, that's because Logan had sex with her and that's why she wasn't allowed to be in a video. I'll probably make a video about everything later on my channel to explain more about what Logan has done. Tito, 2019. Recently, we got intel about a picture that we can paint to help figure this out. Tito claims that he gotten kicked out of the house on the 4th of December. He filmed inside of the house on the 13th before the drama had started because of his sister Chilly. On the 15th, when Tito finally collected the rest of his belongings, was a date that Logan 30Acre destroyed all of Tito's new and unused characters, not his old characters that were already inside of a different house. Tito claims he wants to prove this, but has no motivation to, due to believing no one will hear him out and that no one would want to see their beloved idol as a villain. Before we start breaking everything down and receiving our final answer, we have 2 more sides to look at, and this is where everything begins to unfold. All from their own words, statements, and the study of psychology. Darius Chapman made statements followed by accusations that Logan 30Acre in his own words denies of. Darius states that Logan 30Acre's biggest fear is going to be a reality, that they could have left peaceably until Logan messed with Tito's money, followed by another tweet claiming to be giving more messages soon. Since then, Darius uploaded some other tweets giving the accusation we're all aware of, and for those who aren't aware of those accusations, here is what Darius Chapman had to say. She claims that Logan 30Acre cheated on her sister, Chilly Jimenez, with a hooker that he paid about $60,000 for in her own home, but then turned around to get pissed off at Tito Jimenez for telling her, followed by the destruction of his plushies referring to the new and unused plushies left at the house. She claimed Logan scratched himself up to get pity from the police. She insults him and concludes her claims with, quote unquote, let's not forget how you put your fucking hands on me, insinuating that Logan had assaulted her in some physical way. Lavelle Stanton, or aka Lord Strutta, stands by his dear ally Logan 30Acre. He backs up Logan's statement of Tito being a freeloader, not paying rent, and there are a couple screenshots we can show, however none of which are worth mentioning except for this one. On Lavelle's Instagram story December 18th at 7:14 p.m., Damaris made a tweet targeting Lavelle since he's siding with Logan in this situation, and she states in this said tweet, quote unquote, "Sadly, Logan doesn't consider Lavelle a friend, just an employee. Lavelle is protecting his income. Did I just snitch?" Lavelle then replies by screenshotting the shared post onto his story with this caption, "Is she clout chasing? Cause I know that shit isn't true." And to answer your question, Damaris, yes you have. The only piece of evidence that untangles this entire story. Let's begin. Lavelle, you shouldn't have gave life to this tweet. Oh, what a stupid mistake. For it is here we have an Instagram video that Lavelle Stanton himself posted, and in Lavelle's own words, he contradicts that exact statement back in May 30th, 2019. Roll it.
Hey guys, so I'm probably not going to be filming in SML too much longer, so enjoy me while I'm here, okay guys? Because, you know, Logan's acting some type of way. I'm just a coworker instead of a friend for 8 years.
Oh, don't bother looking for the post now because that lived only momentarily. But since you're already on Instagram, why not just follow your boy at ThatNerdyJew? So in the process of elimination, we can easily determine who's right and who's wrong. However, instead of all that, I personally want to give you guys a sequence of events in order. Now gather around silently and listen close as I unveil the full fucking story. Cheeto was kicked out on the 4th. That can very well link up to the iPhone screenshot messages, which can be proven as fake only if Logan decides to prove himself using the cell phone provider to collect all of the messages during this time. But as for now, we can conclude that Cheeto was the one texting Logan, and since this is our evidence, we'll use it. Cheeto then tells his sister Chilly about Logan's affair. However, it wasn't with a prostitute. No one is worth that much money, but you know who is? Plane tickets and expenses. Logan could have easily been cheating on Chilly with Elena. The next day, December 5th, Chilly then gets depressingly upset about the situation, knowing Elena is currently back to film for the SMO movies. She then uploads this tweet onto Twitter, "All relationships are fake, lol." Everything seems steady until the 15th, when Tito was collecting the rest of his belongings. He could have gotten himself into an altercation with Logan ThirtyAcre, where Logan must have taken upon himself to waltz into Tito's room and begin to destroy Tito's stuff. The fight must have been abrupt and cut short since the only visible harm was apparently scratches. Knowing Logan's behavior and ego, he must have stormed out while most likely saying the phrase, "My house, my shit," leaving Tito to lock himself in his football room with Damaris for a couple hours, until Logan must have gotten upset again since Tito hasn't left and instead has been chatting with Damaris the entire time he was packing, causing Tito to pack more slowly depending how much attention he was giving to the conversation with his sister. Logan must have come back into that room, attacked Tito, only for Damaris to intervene herself and attempt to protect her brother, only to find herself getting hurt by Logan as well. Chilly, being in the midst of all this, knowing her personality and mindset, was likely to be in a panic mode situation where she must have called the police to escort Tito out of the premise for both of Damaris as well as Tito's safety. Which, if we roll this end of the clip, you can hear Logan say, quote unquote, "The police are here, we should go." Roll it.
Good job.
This alone can easily prove this was a domestic violence case between Damaris, Tito, and Logan, because all parties involved can be arrested. And finally, as for Lavelle, I'll just say his personality matches Joseph's completely. Logan and Chilly might have agreed to break up but keep a fake online relationship for the views and family of SML being tied together, aka the channels. Our only source of evidence would be the view drop on the 5th of December, the same date where Chilly tweeted, "All relationships are fake, lol." Lastly, the physical proof you've all been waiting for. Chilly Jimenez. I mean, just look at her stories, man. If her feelings, avoidance, and pain isn't enough, then there's literally nothing that'll convince you Logan fans. Chilly, we love and support you. The only question we're facing is, when did Logan cheat? Our best bet due to the timing of everything would be when Chilly Jimenez went to Tokyo. I was able to solve this using all of their tweets, timestamps of everything during this entire controversy, and using all of their own words against them. Basic detective work. Call me Detective Jew. And once again, thank you all for sticking with me in this video of critical controversy conspiracy. Leave a like and let me know in the comment below if you believe these sequence of events. And if there's anything new, I'll definitely make a part 3. But as for now, welcome to Jutsuns, and tune out.